Hello, I'm Dinas Demir.
Скажи отец, никого не ломыки это, это.
Welcome back, everyone. I'm Kira Phillips. So glad you're streaming with us today as thousands of people flee the violence in Ukraine. Worrying accounts now of racial discrimination are being reported throughout the evacuation efforts. The United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees is now confirming to us that there are cases of discrimination in admitting refugees. One Congo native saying he was discriminated against while trying to board a train out of Ukraine. Take a listen.
They even told us, like, we are going to give you guns and you're going to fight for Ukraine. I said, hi? We're going to fight for Ukraine? We are not Ukrainian. We are black. So how can we fight? How can we fight for Ukraine? If we fight for Ukraine, we are going to die first because we are black. When they will see, oh, look at those black people. I think they are from, they are from NATO. So we have to kill them first. So how could they think that way? Come on. Ukraine.
Wow. Our ABC News' Marcus Moore with us now for more outside that train station in Poland. Marcus, I mean, here we are in the middle of a humanitarian crisis. People are still finding a way to dehumanize others, specifically others in need.
Kira, it is an ugly truth that is once again bubbling to the surface in the midst of a war, in the midst of a humanitarian crisis that is now unfolding here in Poland and Ukraine and in neighboring countries. And you heard from that gentleman there. He's 34 years old. He's lived in Ukraine for the past 9 years, originally from Congo, and he said he left the Republic of Congo for a better life, to escape the political situation, the strife there. And here he is once again now having to leave another country and is facing discrimination. Just a little bit more about what he said, Kira, that he and others endured as they tried to leave Ukraine. He is in Dnipro, or lived in Dnipro, which is just south of Kyiv. And at one point on the train that he was trying to get on with so many other refugees, he said that the guards there said that only women and children would be allowed to board the trains that were headed west. And that then they saw that there were white men who were allowed to get on, but that the people of color were barred from getting onto that train. And it was a moment of disbelief for him, and certainly one of frustration. And he said that he would have gotten it on video, how the guards were aggressive, he said, towards the people of color, if he had had the time. But in the midst of the chaos, it was not his first thought to record what was happening. But certainly, as you know now, there have been a number of reports of discrimination that have unfolded in the midst of this mass exodus from Ukraine. And it's certainly very upsetting to him. But Kira, he said something very striking. For anyone who has been to that part of the world, and obviously the population is mostly white in Ukraine and in this part of the world. And he said that to be black in Ukraine that you expect to be treated a certain way. And so on a certain level, he wasn't surprised by what happened, but certainly he was saddened and frustrated today about what they all experienced.
You know what, if you don't mind, let's take a listen to another part of your exchange with him, Marcus, and talk a little bit more.
It was clear. It was clear. Because we are black, that's why they were acting that way. Come on.
This Congolese man has just verified and validated everything that I've been saying for the past week. If you are African, and if you are considering fighting on the side of the Ukraine in this war, that has nothing to do with you, by the way, they're going to give you the worst weapons. They're going to march you to the front lines. You're going to serve as cannon fodder. Then say Russia finds out who you are and where you're from. Russia's then going to look at your country sideways and say, why are you sending your citizens from your African country to fight against our enemy? Why would you do that? Like, Russians are going to look at these dead African soldiers, find out where you're from, and then question your country and question, why are your citizens fighting for Ukraine? Why? Guys, this is not going to end well. Listen to this wise Congolese man. If you are a black man, and if you are considering fighting for the side, on the side of the Ukraine army, on the side of the Ukraine, please reconsider. It is not worth it. Okay? They're not going to make you a hero if you pass away. You're not going to get a monument. You're not going to get this big send-off. You're not going to get this beautiful military burial. None of that. It is not worth it. And just, it's shocking to even think that there are actually Africans who are considering to fight on the side of Ukraine, but they will not put that same energy in protecting their own countries. We have enough issues in Africa that need to be dealt with, not the Ukraine. Again, we have enough issues to deal with in Africa, not the Ukraine. And I'm just shocked. Again, I'm shocked how there are Nigerians. There are Nigerians who are leading when it comes to the black people, to Africans who want to fight on the side of the Ukraine. It's Nigerians. I don't know why. I don't get that. Why? It's not that bad in Nigeria to where you want to go fight for Ukraine, another foreign country, and pick up a gun and risk your life for another country. And he already told this, and the Congolese brother said that these Ukrainians are racist. They're treating us like trash. I mean, listen to what he said. He said that they would not allow him to get on the train to evacuate, but they would rather give him a gun to fight for Ukraine and be cannon fodder. They won't allow him to evacuate as a non-Ukrainian, but they would rather him risk his life for a country that is being racist towards Africans. Guys, please reconsider this. We want to fight for the Ukraine, okay? Please reconsider. Until next time, Dynasty Mirror, search for Huru. Peace.